CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 a.m.
Welcome to CBS 2 News at 11 and streaming on CBS in Los Angeles. I'm Leslie Marin. Well, breaking news in the fight against the pandemic. The CDC is out with new guidelines for vaccinated people as we take more steps towards normalcy. CBS 2's Chris Holmstrom joins us live in the newsroom right now with what's changing, Chris.
Leslie, so far about 30 million Americans, or only about 9% of the U.S. population, has been fully vaccinated. Well, now they follow different protocols than those who haven't been. All right, so check it out. The CDC's new guidelines say fully vaccinated Americans can gather with other vaccinated people indoors without wearing a mask or social distancing. They also say vaccinated people can gather in the same way with people considered at low risk for severe disease. That means vaccinated grandparents can now visit healthy children and grandchildren. However, the CDC is asking vaccinated people to continue to wear masks and practice social distancing while in public. They're also still advising people to avoid medium and large in-person gatherings.
Still over 90% of the population is not yet vaccinated, and that is our responsibility to make sure, in the context of 60,000 new cases a day, that we protect those who remain unvaccinated and remain vulnerable.
So these recommendations come at a time when the U.S. is ramping up vaccinations. In California, 10 million doses have now been administered in the state. That's according to the governor's office. L.A. Mayor Eric Garcetti said the city's sites will administer nearly 88,000 more vaccines this week. And county officials say they're expecting 312,000 doses this week, which could end the current shortage. Well, right now, only essential workers and those over 65 can get appointments, but next week, people under 65 who have underlying health conditions will also become eligible. Leslie, we'll send it back to you.
That's a big deal for a lot of people who have stayed isolated. Okay, well, it's the first day back in class for thousands of students in the Conejo Valley School District. CBS 2's Carl Finstrom is at Westlake High School in Thousand Oaks with a look at their return to in-person learning.
Blue, orange, white. High schools have had to fight especially hard to bring back in-person learning because of the safety concerns raised by changing classes. So while young children in Ventura County's Conejo Valley Unified came back in November, high schools had to wait until today.
Especially as a senior, we're just super excited to be here. I'm a very visual learner, so I'm really excited just to be back on schedule, like in class.
More than 3,600 students will start coming back today across the district. Some here at Westlake High School, others at Newberry Park and Thousand Oaks High Schools.
We're going to have about a third of our student population on campus in the morning, and then another third in the afternoon. And then we have about a third of our students that chose to learn remotely.
The school's principal says safety protocols and infrastructure upgrades are in place, and many of the district's teachers have started getting vaccinated. This week, LA County will continue pushing to get all its educators vaccinated. LA's teachers union says the